Good morning. Is it morning still? It is. It feels warm. Thursday, the 27th of May. It's finally feeling warm. So, anyway, this class is 30 minutes of seated movement. There's a really nice amount of mobility in it, getting those joints moving, and you should feel at the end just a little bit less stiff, a little bit more mobile, and there's some little tips that you can do every day. We've also got a little bit of strength. So, what are we going to need? I have got one of these little stretchy bands. If you don't have one, don't worry. You can do the exercises without it, but it just helps to improve your muscle strength if you have got one. We're not going to be using it straight away, so I'm going to put it on the back of the chair. That's Sam the dog. I've got a drink just if you need one. It is warm. If you don't have one with you today, just make sure you have a drink after the session because you'd be amazed how much water we actually lose when we start moving. And finally, I'm sitting on it, but I'm going to stand up so you can see. We've got a dining style chair. It's nice and sturdy and it's got no arms. So do your best. You know, we're all exercising at home at the moment. So if yours has got arms or it's not ideal, just do your best with it because at the end of the day, just movement is better than no movement. So if you feel comfortable, I'm just going to put my drink by the side of the chair and I am going to show us how we're going to sit. So we're not going to sit back and relax. We are going to be relaxed, but we're going to get these core muscles moving, working. We're going to get them strong. So what we're going to try and do to do that is we're going to sit up nice and tall. So you can see, here's your ribs, here's your pelvis. So what we're going to try and do is create a nice long space between them. We don't want you sort of leaning backwards to create a space like that, but we just want this nice space there. And you might notice you can feel your back muscles, your tummy muscles moving, working, not moving, to keep you nice and upright. And then we're going to think about these feet. So we're going to bring the feet underneath the knees, about hip width apart. I know lots of us tend to sit a little bit like that, but we're exercising. So we want those knees hip width apart. We want those feet hip width apart. And we want to sort of try and avoid sitting like this. See if you can get those toes at 12 o'clock as much as possible. Brilliant. You look great. All right. So I'm going to just turn slightly this way, just so you can see where my feet are. So they're not here and they're here. And then I'm going to come back. So should we just get started? Let's think about it. So we're going to start with a nice bit of breathing. We're going to take a breath in through the nose. And as we do that, we're going to squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. We're going to breathe out through the mouth and we're just going to let those shoulders slide down. So we're not going to force the movement. We're going to breathe in and we're going to breathe out. Lovely. We're going to breathe in, shoulders up to the ears. And as you breathe out, see if you can really relax those shoulders. Lovely. And one more breath in and breath out. Good. Now, if you've got a window, I want you to look out the window and I want you to smile because look at that blue sky. And then we're going to take that little shoulder roll. So this time we're going to roll the shoulders up to the ears and we're going to just slide them back down. So I'm going to show you from this angle. We're rolling backwards. So we're really opening out that chest, using those muscles in the back of the shoulders, and then we're going to relax. So it's all wanting to be within your range. We don't want you to do massive movements. We just want you to find your range and gently move. Now we're going to do a little warm up for the neck. So we're going to drop that chin down towards the chest. And then we're going to lift that head. We're going to look straight ahead. So try and keep those shoulders nice and relaxed. Drop that chin down to the chest. Lift that head and we're going to look straight ahead. And then we're going to do that one more time. Gently drop that chin down towards the chest. We're going to lift that head and then we're going to see if we can turn the head just really nice and easy to your right. Come back to center. Great stuff. So keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. It's really tempting to let this shoulder try and help you. See if you can keep it nice and stable. Just move to your point of tension and then gently come back. Good. And we're going to do that one more time. Great stuff. Should we try it the other side now? So remember, we're keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. Really nice flowing movement. Yeah, there we go. So it always seems such small movements, but it's amazing how much freer the neck and the shoulders feel once we've done this little warm up. Great stuff. All right, now we're going to bring it back to center. What we're going to do this time is we're going to squeeze that right shoulder up to the ear. We're just going to bring that ear gently down and release. Good. So again, try not to overdo this movement. We're going to squeeze and we're going to release. And we're going to do one more this side. Squeeze and release. Should we try the same the other side? Squeeze. And again, don't force this movement. Just see where the body is happy for you to go to and where it's not happy for you to go to. Good. One more time, squeeze, and then we're going to release. And then we're going to see if we can take some little toe taps. We're just going to tap your big toe down towards the carpet or the lino or the tiles or the wood flooring, whatever you've got there, just tap that toe 1 foot at a time. And you'll notice it's quite challenging to do that and stay upright without sort of leaning backwards. So see if you can do that, and you'll give your core muscles a good workout as well. And they're going to be really helpful to help your back. Now, let's see if we can take this left foot. We're going to take a heel tap and then a toe tap to the same place. So I'm going to show you from this angle so you can see. We're going to go heel and toe, heel and toe, heel and toe, and heel and toe. Should we change legs? So we're getting a really nice bit of ankle movement. The calf muscles are working. These little muscles in the front of the shin are working, and they're really important to help stop us tripping and slipping. Good. And then we're going to bring it down, and then we're going to lift the heels up, back down. So lifting those heels off the floor and down. Good. Lifting up and down. Don't forget to breathe. Breathe out. Breathe in and bring it down. And then we're going to see if we can take those little heel taps forwards. Little heel taps forwards. That's good. Heel and back. Make sure you don't lock those knees out, but you can just lengthen as far as you feel comfortable. Lovely. We're going to go 4 more. And then we're going to do 1 more tap with each heel. Last tap. And then we're going to bring it in. Now I'm going to walk my feet ever so slightly forwards. And this time we're going to lift those toes off the floor. So we're going to lift and down. Good. At the same time, we're going to take a little tap and we're going to make it a little bit faster. So we're going to lift and lift and lift and lift. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And then we're just going to bring those feet back. Take that roll of the shoulders, and we're going to go for a little bit of a walk on the spot. Should we bring the arms in a little bit? Let's bring the arms in. So we've got that 90-degree bend at the elbow. We're going to just lift that chest, look straight ahead, and we've got a really nice little march on. We're just getting that heart rate going a little bit faster. You might find your breathing comes a little bit faster. That's good. It's all about blood flow around the body. And then we're going to relax the legs. We're going to relax those arms. Let's see if we can take the feet a little bit wider. So I'm just going to face you now. You can just stay facing forwards all the time. So we've got the legs a little bit wider. You can feel both sitting bones on the chair. Now let those arms relax down by your side, and we're going to see if we can take just a little lift of that rib cage and bring it back to center. So relax those shoulders. Now, when we count one way, we tend to want to lift that bottom off the chair. Don't lift that bottom. Keep it nice, firmly attached to that chair. And what we're doing here is we're getting a little bit of movement in your lower back. That's it. So nice relaxed shoulders, looking straight ahead, not trying to reach anything. It's all about movement. Nice, flowing, gentle movement that's going to make you feel great when we finished. That's good. Okay, let's bring it all the way up. Now we're going to leave those feet where they are, because what we're going to try and do next is we're going to take a little W position, and we're just going to push one hand away, bring it back. We're going to push the other hand away. We're going to bring it back. Now we're going to take a push, and then imagine you're pulling someone back. We're going to take a push, and we're going to pull. We're going to take a push and a pull and a push. But there's a bit of flow to it. It's not awkward. We're not trying to push past your point of tension. Just taking it to your range, bringing it in. push and in. Should we take two hands together? We're going to push and in and push and in. Good. Let's take one more. Bring it in, relax those hands. Now, we're going to see if we can take this left hand. We're going to see if we can just place it onto that right leg, and we're just going to look to that right side. And then we're going to come back to center. We're going to take this left hand, place it, this right hand, place it on the left leg, and we're just going to turn, we're going to look to the side. Good. And we're going to do that again. So that left hand, I'm getting my lefts and rights. And each time you might find you can go a little bit further. Okay, you might find you can go a little bit further, but we're not going to force it. We're going to do one more either side, just gently looking over that shoulder. And one more this side. Lovely. Then we're going to bring it back to center, and we're going to bring these heels in, and we're going to bring those toes back to parallel. Heels and toe. Now lift those toes out, heels out, toes out, heels out, and in, and in. And again, out, out, and out. So this is lovely for the ankles. In, and in, and in. And again, one more time. Out, and out, and out, and in, and in, and in, and in. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to take this feet a little bit wider again. This time we're going to see if we can just imagine we're doing up a slightly tight pair of trousers, and we're going to see if we can take that little tap, opposite knee and back. Good. Opposite knee and back. Now we're going to just relax these arms. You can hold onto that chair if you like, but we're just going to see if we can lift that knee up and slowly down. Lift that knee up, slowly down. We're drawing that tummy button in. Lift and down and lift and down. We're going to do 4 and draw that tummy button in. Last 2 and 1. Wonderful. Now, do you remember we talked about keeping both sitting bones on the chair? So what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can just take these arms to the side, sweep across those thighs and to the other side, higher than shoulders, just really, and this is called our wide base sway. So we're just taking the weight from one sitting bone to the other, but both stay on that chair. So this is where these core muscles come in. So we're not lifting your bottom off the chair, we're just transferring the weight side to side. So we're nice and stable. Now, only if you feel comfortable, we might take those arms a little bit higher, but don't push into pain. We're going to just sweep and sweep. Good. Last 2, last 1, bring it down. Lovely. And then we're just going to see if we can take that little walk. Should we go for that little walk again? Good. We're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and settle those feet down. Now I'm going to just see if we can wash a window. Don't look at my house. All windows need washing here. So we're just going to make a little circle out. We're just making a circle. Now you might find you can make a slightly bigger circle. You might find you need to keep the circles quite small. So let's just see how those circles go. And then we're going to change direction. So we're circling in. Good. Out to in. Lovely. So we're just making those nice circles, nice and smooth. And we're going to take one more on this arm, one more on this arm. Brilliant. Now, do you remember those little slow knee lifts? What we're going to do now is take that little W position, and we're going to see if we can take the opposite hand to the opposite knee, bring it back up. Keep drawing that tummy button in. So we're just going to tap and back. We're going to tap and back. Lovely. Don't worry if you can't get that foot off the floor. Just do your best. It could be here, okay? It could be lifting a toe. That's it. We're just going to do 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Great work. Okay, we're going to bring the feet back, and we're just going to practice walking backwards in our chair, just sitting back and relaxing in that chair for a moment. And then we're just going to lift that chest. We're going to walk forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're moving one sitting bone at a time, and then we're going to go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it back. We're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we're going to come back to our working position. Great stuff. So let's see if we can put some of these movements together. We're going to just see if we can take a little toe tap forwards and a toe tap. Now what we're going to try and do is a bicep curl. So we're just basically squeezing that wrist up towards the shoulders, bending at the elbow. Good. We're going to do 10 of each. Now, if you need to stop or if you need to rest at any time, that's absolutely fine. We're going to go for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now, we're going to change that movement to a heel tap out. Heel tap out. We're going to take that W position and we're going to push out as the heel comes away. That's it. Good. So we're pushing away from center, pushing. We're going to do 6 more. Keep that nice strong core. Lovely. That's good. Whew. This is getting us going, isn't it? We're going to do 2 more. And 1, and then we're going to relax, and we're just going to let those arms swing. Only if we've got no arms. If you've got arms in the chair, just be a little bit careful with this one. But it's a really nice way of relaxing those shoulders. Then we're going to roll those shoulders up to the ears and back down. I'm just going to show you this way. We're going to see if we can take some taps out to the side, and we're going to see if we can avoid doing that. Can you see what my head's doing? It's tilting in the opposite direction. So see if you can keep it really central. Imagine I put a hot cup of tea on top of it. That's it. Now at the same time, we're going to take a little row. So we're just going to squeeze those elbows behind us. I'm going to show you from this angle like this. All right. Should we do 10 together? Let's do it. We're going to go 10 and 9. Brilliant. I'm not going to count it because we'll be aware of how many more we've got to go. Good. And we've got 4 more. We're going to go 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Brilliant. Bring it back down. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to draw this tummy button in, and I'm going to get you to lift this chest over your thighs and peep at your toes, but your head isn't going any lower than your heart. Okay, it's still higher than your chest. And then we're going to just see if we can sit up nice and tall. Take a little roll of those shoulders. It was a nice little stretch for the back. And we're going to see if we can do a little bit of strength work using this band. Are you ready? Yes, you are. So, first things first. We're going to work the upper back muscles, then we're going to do some lower back. So we're going to take the band over your palms, we're going to keep those elbows nice and close to the body, we're going to create some tension, we're going to squeeze these elbows behind you, and we're going to release. Okay, so I'm going to just show you this way so you can see more of the move. We're breathing out, breathing in, good. Keeping those shoulders relaxed away from the ears, chin drawn to the back of the neck, breathing out and in. Lovely. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together. That's good. And we're just going to do 3 more. 2 more. And last one. Release. Okay. Whew, that was hard work. Could really feel that in my back. So that's all about helping you keep nice and upright at the top of your back. Now, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to do the lower back. So we're going to take either end of the band and we're going to take both feet into the band. Okay, so make sure you feel nice and secure. And then like we did just a few moments ago, we're going to gently lean over those thighs. Make sure you feel nice and secure in your chair. And we're walking the hand down the band, but the head is still above that chest. Now relax the shoulders away from the ears. And all you're going to do is sit up. But it's quite challenging because we've got the resistance of the band just starting to pull us down. So keep those arms nice and straight We're going to sit up nice and tall. So when you're sitting up, really draw this tummy button in as if you're doing up a tight pair of trousers. We're going to push those feet, particularly those heels, down into the floor. Good. So then we're working the lower back and we're also working these bottom muscles. Really useful. Excellent. Helps protect that back. Good. So this is going to help you be able to stand and walk for longer. Good. And again, sit up nice and tall. Excellent. So we're going to do 2 more of these. Make sure you're breathing out. Make sure you're breathing in. Breathing in, we don't seem to have a problem with. It's breathing out sometimes. We hold our breath. That's good. And then we're going to ever so slightly lean forwards. Loosen your hand grip on the band. Now take one foot out and we're going to do some leg strength. In fact, I'm going to use this foot so you can see it better. So we've got that band around the middle of the foot. Some people prefer around the ball of the foot. It's up to you. And again, we're going to walk these hands forward, sit up nice and tall. We're going to lift that foot so it's parallel to the floor. Now secure those hands at the top of the thigh and we're going to lengthen that leg. So we're just going to straighten out that leg without locking the knee out. And as you bend the leg, make sure that knee bends in line with that second toe. So we're just going to lengthen without locking the knee out. Try not to straighten it and lock it out. So just as straight as you can get it without any issues. So if you have to leave a little bit of softness, that's fine, but it's all controlled. And again, we're breathing out. So this movement is going to help going up and down steps, in and out of chairs. It's going to help with your leg strength. It's a brilliant exercise. So we're going to do 2 more. 2 more. And you can do this exercise. You can do it whenever you like. If you leave a band over one of your dining chairs, you could maybe do 10 on each leg, just gently starting up before you have your breakfast or before you have your lunch or after, whatever you like. And then we'll do the same on the other side. Good. And once you find that 10 is easy to do, you could do 10 and then have a little rest and do another set of 10. Good. So we're just bending that knee in line with that second toe, lengthening through that leg. Brilliant. Breathing out, breathing in. Good. So we're just really bringing that knee up towards the hip and pushing away. You may find you just have to bend and straighten the knee if you need to. If you can, let's see if we can bring that knee up a little bit. Last 2 and last 1. And then we're going to release. Just relax your grip on the band with one hand and bring it back over those thighs. Well done, everyone. So that was all about leg strength. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do 1 more strength exercise for the upper body. This is a bit like a press up. So we did the arm action earlier. We're going to take that thumb up, palm facing you. We're just going to take the band over your palm. Now, over your palm, between your thumb and your index finger. So we can keep those wrists nice and straight. Sam's been sitting in the sun and he's too hot now. So looking straight ahead, sitting nice and tall in that working position, we're going to see if we can push away from that chest and then just control it. That's it, nice and back. So we don't want the elbows too wide. We don't want them there. We sort of want them closest to the body, just maybe a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Lovely. So we're pushing away. And as you push away, don't let that body follow. So keep that nice strong trunk. We're not pushing and doing that. We're going to keep nice and upright. Push, breathe out, slowly back. Lovely. So why are we doing this? We're working the muscles in the shoulders and the chest, backs of the arms, so we can do everyday things. We can put things away. If there's something slightly heavier than normal, we'll have the strength to do that. We can push ourselves up from a chair, from the floor, from bed. It's that movement. We can pick up bags of shopping. That's it. Okay, we're going to do 2 more. And last one. And again, all these exercises, You could do as often as you feel. Really, ideally, to build strength, we want to be doing at least 2 strength sessions a week. Doesn't have to be half an hour. It could just be 3 of those exercises whenever you feel comfortable. If you can do it 3 times a week, even better. 1 day off between for a little bit of recovery, for the muscles to get stronger. Now, we're going to think about just taking some elbow circles. So just watch out for anything around you. And we're going to circle backwards. Lovely. And then we're going to see if we can go back to those little knee lifts. So we're just lifting that knee up, squeezing that knee. Good. And one more. And then we're going to see if we can take those little heel taps. Okay, I'm going to turn so you can see what I'm doing this time. Heel and back. Good. We're just going to take those little heel taps, sitting nice and tall. We are almost done. I'm looking at my watch. We're going to do a few little stretches and then you're free to go. So we're going to take that heel to the floor. We're going to take that hand onto the supporting thigh. Now keep this back as long as you can. We're going to feel a stretch down the back of this straight leg. Now if we draw the toe up to the ceiling, we're also getting a little bit of stretch in your calf muscles. Good. Breathe out. We're going to breathe in and then we're going to come all the way up. Bring that foot in. Let's do the same on the other side. So first of all, just heel to the floor. We're drawing that toe up to the ceiling. Taking those hands onto that thigh, just lifting that chest towards that thigh. Good, nice long back. Breathing out, breathing in. The breathe out is the thing. Oh, this is a challenging one, isn't it? And then we're going to come all the way up. Lovely. So if you need to sit back in that chair a bit, you can. Otherwise, stay in that working position. Because what we're going to do next is we're going to see if we can just open out this chest. And when you do this, make sure you don't stick this chin forwards. So we're going to take a nice breath in and then you're going to give yourself a nice big hug. We're going to breathe out. And then we're going to breathe in. And you're going to breathe out. Now on that last breath in, I'm going to turn slightly. We're going to breathe in and we're going to bring your hands to the back of that chair. Just relax your shoulders. And what you get here is this really nice stretch across the chest and the front of the shoulders. And they get very, very tight with all the sort of things we tend to favor doing. So we're going to breathe in, breathe out and feel that really nice stretch. And then we'll just let those arms go again. That's it. We'll let those arms go. And then when you feel ready, just place the hands on your thighs. So we're going to take this left hand onto your left shoulder and we're going to walk that hand over the shoulder. So well done. Pat on the back to you for doing this session. And then we're going to place the hands just on the fleshy part, somewhere between the shoulder and the elbow, rather than putting pressure on the actual joint. We're going to see if we can gently push that elbow somewhere towards the ceiling. Now, this could be your range. This is fine. As long as we've got a little bit of stretch going on there, we know we're doing the right thing, but we don't want it to be painful. So it can be uncomfortable, but it shouldn't be painful. And then we're going to release and we're going to roll those shoulders just once or twice. And we'll do the same on the other side. So we're going to walk that hand over the shoulder. And when you feel ready, keep that chest lifted, looking straight ahead, breathe out. And then we're going to gently, gently release. Oh, and again, let's take that shoulder roll. Release any tension. Now, I am going to see now if I can bring my feet a little bit wider because I want to feel balanced. I'm going to see if I can reach up with this arm, reach to the ceiling. I realize I've reached off the screen, but we're going to lift that rib cage, breathe out, keep both sitting bones on the chair and come back and down. Lovely. So you can hold onto the side of the chair. We're going to reach up, breathe in, draw that tummy button and keep both sitting bones on the chair. Breathe out. And then we're going to come back and down. And again, little roll of those shoulders. So let's bring those feet back underneath the knees. And then one sitting bone at a time. We're going to walk to the back of that chair and we're going to relax. Diane chums. That was great. Now, I know it's a beautiful day today, so I'm sure a lot of people will be joining us at a later time or maybe on a rainy day, but that is a fantastic session. We've done a bit of everything there, and keep at it. If you need any advice, if you're thinking, actually, I just want to progress those movements a little bit, do get in touch with me and I can give you a little bit of assistance on how to do that. So remember my email, sarah.tag, 2Gs, @ceredigion.gov.uk. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of this fabulously sunny day. It is amazing, isn't it? And we shall see you soon. Bye-bye.